According to several royal commentators, one of the most fascinating developments within the modern monarchy is not the growing attention surrounding future kings and queens, but the extraordinary level of public interest increasingly directed toward Princess Charlotte. For someone still so young, Princess Charlotte occupies a remarkably unique position within the royal family. She is not the heir to the throne. She is not expected to become monarch. She does not currently carry major constitutional responsibilities. Yet despite those realities, many observers have noted that Princess Charlotte frequently attracts a level of public attention that rivals some of the monarchy's most senior figures. Several palace analysts have suggested that this phenomenon reveals something important about how modern audiences connect with the royal family. People are not always drawn solely toward hierarchy. People are often drawn toward personality. They are drawn toward confidence. They are drawn toward authenticity. And according to many commentators, Princess Charlotte has gradually become associated with all three. Over the past several years, royal watchers have repeatedly pointed to moments during public appearances where Princess Charlotte appeared remarkably composed despite the enormous pressure that naturally accompanies life inside one of the world's most closely observed families. Whether attending national celebrations, major ceremonial events, royal gatherings, or international occasions, she has often appeared comfortable in situations that would overwhelm many adults. According to several observers, this calm confidence has become one of the defining features of her public image. What makes this particularly significant is that Princess Charlotte belongs to a generation of royals growing up under levels of public scrutiny that previous generations could scarcely imagine. Every appearance is photographed. Every expression is analyzed. Every interaction becomes the subject of media discussion across multiple countries. Yet despite that reality, many commentators believe Princess Charlotte consistently projects an image of confidence and self-assurance that resonates strongly with audiences. Several royal analysts have argued that this popularity stems partly from the public's fascination with continuity. Throughout royal history, people have often looked toward younger generations as symbols of the institution's future. Prince George represents one aspect of that future. Prince Louis represents another. And Princess Charlotte occupies a particularly interesting position between them. According to many observers, she combines elements of tradition and modernity in ways that audiences find compelling. Some commentators note similarities to Prince William. Others point to characteristics that remind them of Catherine, Princess of Wales. Still others frequently reference the late Diana, Princess of Wales, whose legacy continues influencing public perceptions of the royal family decades after her passing. Whether these comparisons are entirely fair remains open to debate. However, the fact that they continue occurring demonstrates the degree to which Princess Charlotte has captured public imagination. Several palace watchers have suggested that this attention creates both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, widespread public affection can strengthen the monarchy's connection with future generations. On the other hand, increased visibility inevitably creates greater pressure. The more attention a young royal receives, the more important questions surrounding privacy, protection, and childhood become. According to many commentators, this reality helps explain why Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, appear particularly careful when it comes to their children. Over the years, both have consistently emphasized the importance of providing Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis with experiences that feel as normal as possible despite their extraordinary circumstances. School activities, family outings, sporting events, time away from official engagements. These moments may seem ordinary to most families, but several analysts believe they play a crucial role in helping royal children develop healthy identities outside their public roles. For Princess Charlotte, this balancing act appears especially important, because unlike previous generations, she is growing up in an era where every public moment can instantly become global news. According to royal observers, managing that reality requires a combination of parental guidance, family support, and careful planning. This is where Catherine's role becomes particularly significant. Many commentators have frequently praised Catherine for maintaining what they describe as a family-centered approach to royal life. Rather than allowing public responsibilities to completely dominate family priorities, she has consistently projected an image of a mother deeply invested in her children's well-being. That image has become one of the most important foundations of her popularity. And according to several palace analysts, it has also contributed significantly to the public's perception of Princess Charlotte. Because whenever audiences see Charlotte, they often see more than a young princess. They see a child growing up within a family that appears determined to balance royal responsibility with emotional stability. Several commentators have suggested that this perception explains why public discussions involving Princess Charlotte often generate such strong emotional reactions. People feel protective toward her. People feel invested in her future. People want to see her thrive. And those feelings become even stronger because many observers increasingly view Charlotte as part of the generation that will eventually define the monarchy's future identity. According to palace watchers, this growing public fascination has created an interesting question. If Princess Charlotte continues attracting such extraordinary attention at a young age, how do Prince William and Catherine ensure that public interest never overwhelms childhood itself? And according to many royal commentators, the answer may lie in the protective family environment that Catherine has worked carefully to create around her children, both inside and outside the formal structures of royal life. According to several royal commentators, one of the most significant reasons Princess Charlotte continues attracting such extraordinary public affection is the growing belief that Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, have approached parenthood very differently from how previous generations of senior royals often approached life inside the institution. This does not mean earlier generations cared less about their children, nor does it mean modern royal parenting is necessarily superior. However, many observers believe William and Catherine have placed an unusually strong emphasis on creating a family environment that balances royal responsibility with emotional normality. Several palace analysts have suggested that this approach reflects lessons learned from both personal experience and royal history. Prince William has spoken publicly on numerous occasions about the importance of family, emotional well-being, and providing children with the support necessary to navigate challenges successfully. Many commentators believe those priorities have influenced the way he and Catherine raised Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. According to royal watchers, one of the most remarkable aspects of their parenting strategy is the consistent effort to ensure their children experience ordinary moments despite living extraordinary lives. School routines, family outings, sporting activities, birthday celebrations, friendships outside formal royal circles. These experiences may appear completely routine to most families, yet several commentators argue they carry enormous importance for children growing up under intense public scrutiny. Because while royal titles create privilege, they also create pressure. And according to many observers, William and Catherine appear determined to ensure that public expectations never completely replace childhood itself. This philosophy reportedly became increasingly visible as Princess Charlotte grew older and began participating in more public engagements. Many royal analysts have noted that Charlotte often appears remarkably comfortable in public settings without appearing overly rehearsed or overly restricted. She frequently demonstrates confidence, awareness, and composure while still maintaining the natural spontaneity expected from a child her age. Several palace commentators have suggested that this balance is unlikely to occur by accident. Instead, they believe it reflects years of careful guidance provided by parents who understand both the opportunities and challenges associated with royal life. According to many observers, Catherine's role within this process has attracted particular attention. Long before becoming Princess of Wales, Catherine grew up within a close-knit family environment that many analysts believe continues influencing her approach to motherhood today. Unlike individuals raised entirely within royal structures, Catherine experienced a comparatively private upbringing, attended ordinary schools, developed long-term friendships, and enjoyed family experiences familiar to millions of people across Britain. Several commentators have argued that these experiences provide Catherine with a perspective that has proven valuable inside the royal family. Because while she understands the responsibilities associated with royal life, she also understands the importance of maintaining a strong family foundation beyond ceremonial duties and public appearances. According to palace watchers, this influence becomes particularly visible whenever discussions focus on Princess Charlotte. Many observers believe Catherine has worked carefully to ensure that Charlotte develops confidence without arrogance, public awareness without excessive self-consciousness, and an understanding of responsibility without sacrificing the joy and curiosity that should define childhood. These goals may sound simple. In reality, achieving them under constant media attention is extraordinarily difficult. Every public appearance generates headlines. Every photograph invites analysis. Every interaction can become the subject of commentary across television programs, newspapers, websites, and social media platforms around the world. Several royal analysts have pointed out that very few children experience this level of observation. As a result, protecting emotional well-being becomes far more complex than it would for most families. According to many commentators, this challenge helps explain why William and Catherine often appear highly selective regarding their children's public exposure. While audiences undoubtedly enjoy seeing Princess Charlotte at major royal occasions, observers have noted that her appearances generally occur within carefully considered circumstances rather than through constant visibility. This approach reportedly reflects a belief that childhood should not become a public performance. Instead, childhood should remain a period of growth, learning, and personal development. Several palace observers have suggested that this philosophy has contributed significantly to the public's perception of Princess Charlotte. People do not merely see a young royal. People see a child whose parents appear deeply committed to protecting her well-being while preparing her for future responsibilities. That combination generates considerable admiration among royal supporters. At the same time, according to commentators, another important source of support exists beyond the formal structures of royal life. A source of support that rarely receives as much attention as palace events or public ceremonies. A source of support rooted not in titles or institutions, but in family itself. Because according to many royal analysts, Catherine's ability to create a stable environment for her children may owe a great deal to the influence of someone who has remained a constant presence throughout her life long before she ever entered the royal family. Her mother, Carole Middleton. And according to several observers, understanding Carole Middleton's role may help explain why Princess Charlotte appears surrounded by such a strong network of protection, stability, and support despite growing up under one of the world's brightest public spotlights. According to several royal commentators, one of the most important yet least discussed influences surrounding Princess Charlotte's upbringing may not come from royal institutions, palace advisors, or centuries-old traditions. Instead, many observers believe it comes from someone whose connection to the Wales family existed long before Catherine became Princess of Wales and long before Prince William became the future king. Carole Middleton. While Carole Middleton rarely occupies the center of royal headlines, several palace analysts have suggested that her influence on Catherine's approach to family life may be considerably greater than many people realize. Unlike individuals raised within royal structures, Carole built her life outside palace walls. Her experiences were shaped by ordinary family routines, personal determination, and a belief in maintaining strong family bonds regardless of external pressures. According to many commentators, those values continue influencing the Wales household today. Several royal observers have pointed out that one of Catherine's greatest strengths has always been the stability associated with her family background. Throughout years of intense media scrutiny, public controversy surrounding the monarchy, and constant speculation regarding royal relationships, the Middleton family has generally projected an image of consistency and support. That reputation has not gone unnoticed. According to several analysts, one reason Catherine appeared particularly well prepared for the pressures of royal life was the strong support system she brought with her. Unlike many individuals suddenly thrust into global attention, Catherine entered royal life with an established family network capable of providing emotional grounding when public expectations became overwhelming. Several commentators have argued that this support became even more important after Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis entered the picture. Because while royal children occupy extraordinary positions, they still require many of the same things every child requires: encouragement, security, consistency, a sense of belonging. And according to many royal watchers, Carole Middleton has often been viewed as an important contributor to that environment. This perception reportedly explains why discussions involving Princess Charlotte frequently include references to Catherine's family. Observers believe Charlotte benefits not only from the guidance of Prince William and Catherine, but also from a wider family network that helps reinforce stability beyond formal royal structures. Several palace analysts have suggested that this arrangement may offer unique advantages. Royal institutions excel at preserving tradition. Families excel at preserving perspective. And perspective can become extraordinarily valuable when children grow up surrounded by constant attention. According to many commentators, one of the greatest challenges facing young royals involves maintaining a sense of normality despite circumstances that are anything but normal. Every public appearance attracts coverage. Every milestone generates headlines. Every interaction becomes subject to analysis. For most children, these experiences would be highly unusual. For Princess Charlotte, they represent everyday reality. Several royal observers believe this is where family support becomes particularly important. Children need environments where they are valued not because of titles, succession, or public interest, but because they are family. According to many analysts, the Middleton family has often been associated with precisely that kind of environment. This reputation has contributed significantly to public perceptions surrounding Catherine's parenting style. Many observers see a direct connection between Catherine's own upbringing and the approach she now takes with her children. They point to her emphasis on family time. They point to her interest in emotional development and early childhood well-being. They point to the effort she appears to make in ensuring that Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis experience aspects of life familiar to millions of ordinary families. Several commentators have suggested that Carole Middleton's influence may help explain why these priorities remain so visible. Not because Carole directs royal decisions, not because she occupies an official role within the institution, but because values often pass from one generation to the next in ways that are far more powerful than formal authority. According to palace watchers, this generational influence becomes increasingly apparent whenever discussions focus on Princess Charlotte. Public fascination with Charlotte often centers on confidence, composure, and personality. Yet behind those visible qualities, many observers believe there exists a strong support network working carefully to ensure that public attention never overshadows personal development. Several analysts have argued that this may ultimately become one of the defining achievements of Prince William and Catherine's parenting approach. Rather than allowing royal identity to become the sole defining feature of their children's lives, they appear committed to ensuring that family remains equally important. And according to many commentators, Carole Middleton represents an important part of that effort. She symbolizes continuity from Catherine's own upbringing. She symbolizes stability beyond palace walls. And she symbolizes the idea that even within one of the world's most famous institutions, family support remains one of the most valuable resources available. Several royal observers have suggested that this broader support system may become increasingly important as Princess Charlotte grows older and attracts even greater public attention. Because the more visible Charlotte becomes, the more essential strong foundations will be. The more interest she generates, the more important emotional stability will become. And according to many commentators, those foundations are already being established through a combination of parental guidance, family loyalty, and a support network extending far beyond royal protocol. As discussions regarding Princess Charlotte's future continue expanding, another fascinating question has begun attracting attention among royal analysts. If Catherine and Carole Middleton have played such significant roles in creating a stable environment around Charlotte, what role does Prince William envision for the next generation as they gradually move closer to the responsibilities that await them in the future? According to several royal commentators, the discussion surrounding Princess Charlotte eventually extends far beyond questions of childhood, parenting, or even public popularity, and enters a much larger conversation regarding the future direction of the monarchy itself. This shift is particularly fascinating because Princess Charlotte remains years away from any major royal responsibilities. She is still growing up. She is still learning. She is still experiencing the ordinary milestones that define childhood. Yet despite her age, many observers believe she has already become one of the most symbolically significant members of the younger royal generation. Several palace analysts have suggested that this perception exists because the public often views royal children through two different lenses simultaneously. On one level, audiences see children. They see family moments. They see school events, public appearances, and the small interactions that make young royals feel relatable. On another level, however, audiences also see the future. They see the generation that will eventually inherit the responsibility of maintaining one of the world's most recognizable institutions. According to many commentators, Princess Charlotte occupies a uniquely interesting position within that future. As the daughter of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, she belongs directly to the branch of the royal family that many observers believe will define the monarchy's next era. Every discussion about William's future reign naturally includes discussions about the family that will stand beside him. Every conversation about Catherine's future role as queen naturally includes conversations about the children she is raising. And as a result, Princess Charlotte has become increasingly associated with long-term continuity. Several royal watchers have pointed out that Charlotte's public image has evolved considerably over recent years. In earlier years, coverage focused primarily on her age, personality, and occasional public appearances. Today, however, commentators increasingly discuss her confidence, composure, and growing visibility during important national occasions. This does not mean she is being prepared for immediate public responsibilities. Rather, according to analysts, it reflects growing public curiosity regarding the next generation of royal leadership. People want to understand who these young royals are becoming. People want to understand how they are being raised. People want to understand what values may eventually influence the monarchy's future direction. According to several palace observers, Prince William appears particularly aware of these realities. Throughout recent years, William has repeatedly emphasized themes involving mental well-being, family stability, and responsible leadership. While these priorities often emerge through charitable work and public initiatives, many commentators believe they also influence how he approaches fatherhood. Several analysts have argued that William's experiences growing up inside the royal family may have shaped this perspective significantly. Unlike previous generations, William understands firsthand what it means to mature under relentless public attention. He understands the opportunities associated with royal life, but he also understands the pressures that accompany it. As a result, many observers believe he is determined to ensure that Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis enter adulthood with strong emotional foundations rather than simply an understanding of protocol. This approach reportedly aligns closely with Catherine's own priorities. Together, William and Catherine have often projected an image of parenting centered around preparation rather than performance. They appear focused on helping their children develop confidence, resilience, and independence rather than simply preparing them for ceremonial appearances. According to several royal commentators, this philosophy may become one of the defining characteristics of the next royal generation. Because modern monarchies increasingly depend upon public connection, titles remain important, traditions remain important, history remains important. Yet institutions also require individuals capable of relating to contemporary audiences while preserving historical continuity. Many analysts believe Charlotte's generation will eventually face precisely that challenge. Several palace watchers have suggested that Princess Charlotte already symbolizes this balancing act. She represents tradition because she belongs to one of the oldest institutions in the world. She represents modernity because she is growing up in a completely different social environment than previous generations of royals. She represents continuity because she forms part of the monarchy's future. And she represents change because future generations inevitably bring new perspectives. According to commentators, this combination helps explain why public fascination with Charlotte continues expanding. The public is not merely watching a young princess grow up. The public is observing a future chapter of royal history gradually taking shape. Every appearance contributes another piece to that story. Every milestone generates new discussion. Every public moment encourages further speculation regarding the future direction of the institution. Several analysts have suggested that this reality places considerable importance on the support system surrounding Charlotte. Because while public attention may continue increasing, maintaining stability will remain essential. Family support will remain essential. Guidance from William, Catherine, and the wider family network will remain essential. And according to many observers, those influences may ultimately shape not only Charlotte's future, but also the way future generations perceive the monarchy itself. As conversations regarding Princess Charlotte continue evolving, one final question increasingly emerges among royal commentators. If Charlotte has already become such a powerful symbol of the monarchy's future at a young age, what does that reveal about the hopes expectations, and confidence that millions of people are placing in the next generation of the royal family? According to several royal commentators, the most interesting aspect of the entire discussion surrounding Princess Charlotte is that it ultimately reveals something much larger than public fascination with a young royal family member. It reveals how people think about the future. Because whenever audiences discuss Princess Charlotte, they are rarely discussing only the child they see today. Instead, many observers believe they are also discussing the generation that will eventually inherit the responsibility of carrying one of the world's oldest institutions into an entirely new era. Several palace analysts have suggested that this reality explains why stories involving Princess Charlotte often generate emotional reactions far stronger than would normally be expected. People feel invested in her future. People feel protective toward her well-being. People feel curious about the person she may eventually become. And according to many commentators, those emotions are strengthened by the visible support system surrounding her. Throughout recent years, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, have consistently projected an image centered around family, stability, and preparation. While public attention frequently focuses on royal duties and ceremonial appearances, many observers believe some of their most important work occurs away from cameras, within the daily responsibilities of raising Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Several royal watchers have argued that this approach may ultimately become one of their most significant contributions to the monarchy, because institutions are not sustained by buildings, titles, or traditions alone. Institutions are sustained by people, and the character, confidence, and values of future generations may influence the monarchy's long-term success far more than any single headline ever could. According to many commentators, this is why Princess Charlotte occupies such an interesting position within public discussions. She symbolizes continuity. She symbolizes possibility. She symbolizes a future that remains unwritten. At the same time, she also represents something deeply relatable: family. Several palace observers have pointed out that regardless of status, wealth, or public visibility, families throughout the world share many of the same hopes for their children. Parents want their children to feel secure. Grandparents want their grandchildren to feel loved. Families want younger generations to develop confidence, resilience, and a sense of purpose. According to analysts, these universal themes help explain why so many people connect emotionally with stories involving the Wales family. The royal context may be unique. The underlying relationships are not. Many commentators have suggested that Catherine's popularity stems partly from this reality. People frequently view her not only as a future queen, but also as a mother committed to protecting and supporting her children. That perception has become a central component of her public image. Share your thoughts in the comments below, shape how audiences this conversation continues generating fascinating debate among Princess Charlotte across and Prince Louis. The United States, similarly, Canada, observers often view Prince William through the lens of fatherhood. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like this video, heir to the throne to attract significant attention, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest believe his commitment to family palace development, equally important royal family shaping public perception, and in-depth discussions. Several analysts have argued that this combination creates a powerful Princess of Wales, the future Princess King Charlotte preparing the Prince George, Prince Louis, the future Queen, King Charles III, a stable family Queen Camilla, and the support network extending beyond palace walls. And if you found this story particularly interesting, and children gradually growing into roles that where we explore another fascinating royal development, according to palace even more about the changing this narrative resonates because it offers and the future generation reassurance that the monarchy's future is being recognizable institutions in reassurance that younger because according to many royal observers, the future of the monarchy is not being shaped solely by the major responsibilities arise. It is also being shaped by the values have suggested experiences that Princess Charlotte may eventually become one of the most influential members of her generation, and those foundations may not ultimately determine how the royal family, but because of the symbolic role she occupies.